Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Apologies for the lateness. Just dealing with a few things, but we're here, man. We are here. Big up, familia Tamzaki. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone in the building. Tamzaki, Bohan. We got some news surrounding Arsenal. Joao Pedro being linked. You know what I'm saying? Loads of quite a few players being linked. Then again, are we surprised? You know what I'm saying? We're not surprised. This is how it goes. So, listen. This is how it is with Arsenal. You know what I mean? Let me know what you man are thinking, what you man are saying when it comes to Joao Pedro. Would you take him at Arsenal? For me, I'm gonna be straight, man. The link is out for anyone that does want to jump on. And I'm saying the mic is. What's up with the mic? It's just that I'm not shouting. I think it's all right though. But hold on. Oh no. It's good to. It always does that, man. It always connects to the mic of my camera. But there we go, man. We're here, man. We're here, Borja. You know what I'm saying? Joao Pedro, good striker, but is he going to be the difference maker once again? Like, for me, Joao Pedro, bro, like, it's not good enough. Doesn't move the needle enough for me. I'll be real. Do I look at Joao Pedro and think, you know what? Joao Pedro gets Arsenal over the line. Nah, I don't. You know what I mean? Does he win us? Is he the difference between getting us a major honor next season? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. 23 years old. He's scored 10 goals this year in 27 appearances. I know he's playing for Brighton, but come on, man. 10 goals. I mean, that's, you know, like it's not good enough, is it? It's not really moving the needle. Like, it's not. We need a clinical striker. Let's just keep it real. You know, if we have to sit here and be saying, oh, Joao Pedro valued at 50 million euros, you know, 10 goals so far this season, and the season's almost done. I don't really see what the point is. Like, we already have, you know, Moreno can score up to 10 goals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Listen, I hear it. Brighton player, they probably want more. You know what I mean? But it's just like, bro, you got Moreno that can score 10 goals a season if he's, you know, if he gets enough games playing front. You've got Havertz that scores about 14 goals. Like, we're not really missing anything bringing Joao Pedro. Like, you know, he's a decent striker, but he just doesn't move the needle for me, man. It really doesn't. Carl, how you doing, bro?
How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm here, man.
Yeah, man. I just hear what you're saying there, brother. And when are we going to start acting like a big club on our side? I'm sick to death of these players being linked to us on our side. Like, for us to win a league title or a Champions League title, these kind of players not good enough to win us a league title or a Champions League title. It's as simple as that, man. We have to be real about it. The same as Sisco. I don't want Sisco nowhere near this club. Not good enough, brother. This is what we're up against. You know, I don't know. The standards are so low at this club. It's not even funny, man. And it gets quite boring after a while. We're like on a roundabout and we're talking the same things every single day. And I don't see the standards rising at all. Now, maybe this Berta fella might do a bit of business for us and he might get something done. But I'm hearing rumours that himself and Arteta are starting to have arguments already. So, interesting times ahead on our side.
I hear it, man. I'm just looking at his record, Joao Pedro. He scored 9 goals last season from 31 appearances. So he's roughly producing the same amount of goals. A few more games, one less goal. It's not that great. And this is the thing. We're always in this discussion, bro. Always in this discussion. Can this player do a job? Can that player? Sesco, be linked to Sesco when we can see Osimhen or Gyökeres. It doesn't even really matter which one we get. Just show the ambition. Let the signing speak for itself. You know, every time we're linked to players, we have an opinion. But at the end of the day, if it's a good signing, we'll get behind it. How many people said get Timber in? But Timber came in and he performed. And all of a sudden, we're like, okay, well, fair enough. He's doing his job. You know, we got Declan Rice in. We're like, okay, cool. Declan Rice has been producing. I know not every game this season, but you can say that for most players. The thing is, we can all go back and forth about which players we want. At the end of the day, if you say Gyökeres and I say Osimhen, if Gyökeres comes in and he cooks, I'm going to be celebrating because it was the right signing for the club.
You know, that's all we want. If we are against the signing, prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong and get the right players in, because I didn't know who Haleb was. I didn't know who Rosicky was. I didn't know who Adebayor was. I didn't know who Van Persie was. I didn't know who. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these players, Clichy, before these players came to Arsenal, I don't know if other people knew, but I didn't know who they was. But guess what? I was singing their praises when they were playing for Arsenal because they were worth the money that we paid for them. I didn't watch Santi Cazorla before he come here. So this is the thing, you know, people get wrapped up in, no, it has to be that player, this player, that player. We can all have our thoughts. But at the end of the day, where we've been stung is, instead of going out and getting a striker, we kept on Nketiah. Instead of going out there and getting proper competition for Odegaard, we got Fabi Vieira. This is where our skepticism comes from. Because majority of the times, we do the cheapskate thing and not get the top player within that category, within that field. And instead of going and getting a proper striker, we got Havertz. And now we're sitting here 2 years on saying we need a striker. And we will repeat doing this. We say we need a centre-back to compete with Saliba and Gabriel. We go get Kiwior. Now we're looking to get rid of Kiwior. You know, and that's why, for me, I just feel like it's crazy when people are like, oh, you guys are being negative. It's like, but we've been sold these fake dreams how many times? How many times have we been sold this? Oh, but this player, we can get this out of them. And look how many players we got right now. Moreno, if he didn't play up front, we'd be looking to get rid of him.
Yeah.
It's all because he adjusted, bro. Because if he didn't adjust, we'd be saying, well, he's another one that we need to get rid of.
Yeah. What is the joke? North side, by the way, I was on Shane Gooner's show earlier this evening. Rashid was on. And Rashid shows on his phone Arsenal headline that Kiwior is being offered a new contract at Arsenal. He's on 130,000 a week at the moment, and they're going to give him a bigger pay pack per week. Make that make sense, brother? Kiwior. He played decent against Real Madrid. To see the answer, if something happens to Saliba, something happens to Gabriel, Kiwior is the answer. This is where the standards are, bro. They're on about giving him a bigger contract. Kiwior, more than £130,000 a week. Make it make sense, bro. This club, for me, this club is dead. Dead. I don't know on our side. The more you think about it and the more you try to analyse it, start doing your head in, man. Because it's not being run properly. So,
Facts.
There is the man himself, Rashid. Wasn't it you to show us about Kiwior, brother? About the new contract, yeah?
Yeah. Kiwior, we're gonna give him a new contract. Yeah, we're gonna up his salary as well. May I add? That's what's gonna happen, because there's a lot of people that gassed up Kiwior after playing 2 good games, 3. They gassed him up. Now Kiwior's getting a new contract. Who else? Who else are we looking? Now the problem is that, like today, for example, we're going to be linked to every one of these players, yeah? And you see the player that we don't like, that's the player we're going to get.
Yeah.
That's always that. It's been like this with Arsenal. It's been like this. But Joao Pedro, yeah, are we going to buy only one striker? If we're going to buy only one striker, no. These Joao Pedro, I want someone that can bag 45 right now. Striker's the only position that I can take GA seriously. Do you know what I'm saying? I can take it seriously because it's a striker. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to score. If you're not scoring, we're not doing this whole thing where you play a false 9 or you drop in deep or you play the target man. Fuck all that, bro. You need to start scoring right now. Right now, we need bags, man. We need a killer. We need a killer, in my opinion. So Joao Pedro, no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, second option? Yes, please. Yes, please, if it's a second option. Yes, please. But I don't think so. I think we're only going to buy one striker. I think either Havertz or Moreno are going to be the second striker, unfortunately. So the striker we do.
You know what that sounds like to me, bro? That sounds like to me like Nketiah Part 2. We gave Nketiah 100k a week after a couple of good performances, and we're doing the same with Kiwior. Has he had a couple of good performances? Yes. Is he the answer? No, because he was still getting cooked. That we literally don't learn. Why do we reward players instead of rewarding them out of the time that they've been in the club, and if they've been a consistent servant? We go off the last couple of games. We panic. And the reason we panic is because we're not organized. We don't get players to run. We don't sell players at the right time. We let players' contracts run down. And that is why the power's never with Arsenal. The power's always with the player, because the player just holds on saying, do you know what? I'm going to chill. Because if you lot don't sign here, I'm going to get a big signing on bonus somewhere else. You know what I mean? And if I got a good agent, I will get my wages matched. So you guys panic. Let's call your bluff. Because either way, I'm going to get a move. So and even if they don't get the move that they wanted, well, I'm going to get my money's worth out of the contract. I'm going to get my money. If I can't find 50, 60K anywhere else, well, guess what? The 5-year contract you put me on, I'm chilling because I ain't going anywhere. And this is the problem. We don't control what's going on. You look at Man City, they control the narrative. When they want to get rid of a player, they get rid of KDB, goodbye. You know what I mean? Bernardo, you're on your way out. When they want to get rid of someone, goodbye. Aguero, we kind of replace him. Well, guess what? They got Haaland and Mamouche. How can they get rid of Aguero and they got Haaland and Mamouche, bro? And we're sitting here talking about, is there quality in the market? Well, every time they get rid of their players, they had Fernandinho once upon a time. Now they got Rodri. This is the difference. They had company. Now they got Ruben Diaz. Look, how are they able to replace quality for quality? And we sit here with this narrative of, we can't find this, and maybe this player, maybe that one. And I'm going to let everyone go quickly. Just answer this question. Thoughts on Leano's side since you're Portuguese yourself? Inconsistent. Very good 1v1, but very, very inconsistent. Very inconsistent in beating his guy and beating his man. Very inconsistent as well in terms of his crossing ability and his shooting ability. That's the problem. A player that's very hot and cold. And we already have one here at Arsenal. We don't need any more. So basically the winger version of Odegaard. When the circumstances are good, he looks great. When his back's up against the wall, he looks rubbish. It is what it is, man. But listen, King, what'd you make of this, bro? Kiwior getting a contract extension at Arsenal, bro.
bro, like, on what basis, bro? This doesn't sound like. Obviously, Joao Pedro is a decent player as well, yeah, but this doesn't sound like a Berta signing. If Arsenal was to bring in Joao Pedro, it sounds like an Arsenal signing, and then it sounds like an Arteta signing. And then if you give Kiwior a new contract on the basis that he's had like 2 good games, then that sounds like our Arteta thing as well. Like the thing is that obviously, like, Joao Pedro could work at a different club, but Arsenal are at the stage where they just need a bagsman. Obviously, the reason why Arteta probably wants Joao Pedro is because he wants Joao Pedro to do the same job that Mikel Merino does for your club. Like, he likes a striker to like drop in and do all the false 9 and do all of that. That's what it is. And to me, if you was to get Joao Pedro, I think that would be a concern, because I think that is an Arteta signing. That's not a Berta signing. Like, I think for me, like if you got someone like, I don't know, if you got someone like a Osimhen, or if you got someone like even a Dovbyk, or you got someone, you know what I mean, you got Santiago Jimenez, or you got like even that Pavlidis, what you talked about at Benfica. If you got like one of them, cool. But it's like, obviously, like the thing is that I know Arsenal's been linked with Osimhen, and I know he's been linked with a lot of clubs. Obviously, Osimhen wouldn't make any sense for United, because United are trying to reduce the wages. We are trying to go down a different route. But obviously at Chelsea, they trying to do the wager thing as well. But would Chelsea break the bank for Osimhen? I don't know. But Chelsea do need that type of striker, I think. Also, Chelsea need a similar type of striker. Arsenal do need someone like that. Osimhen might be not the greatest striker, but Osimhen is great in the air. And one thing that Arsenal do is cross the ball a lot. That's one thing that Arsenal do, is cross the ball a lot. So Osimhen would get quite a bit of service at Arsenal. But the thing is, Would Arsenal go and pay 300k to get Osimhen? I don't know. I don't know if they would, because that's how much he wants. He wants like 300 or like 300 to like 350. That's what I'm hearing. So would Arsenal go and break the bank and get an Osimhen? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? That's down to obviously Berta, and obviously like Berta's had a good obviously resume at Atletico, but like, will he get the power, or will Arteta have majority of the power? That's the thing. Like, getting linked with these false nine players, Arsenal are not at the stage for that. Arsenal need a bagsman, and obviously they need someone on the left as well. Like, on the left, I would look, if I was Arsenal, I would go and get Lookman from Atalanta on the left. That's a player that I would get, because his contract runs out in 2026 and he's 27. He's at a decent age as well, and he's been playing well in the Serie A, and he's got the GNA as well. So I think he would be on an improvement on Martin Ellis, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. The Joao Pedro links just seem strange to me. And if you was to get a striker like Joao Pedro or like a Sesko, like that type of false nine, yeah, if you was to get one of them players, bro, I can't lie, I think you man should be concerned if that is the case, because that's not a Berta signing to me. That's an Arteta signing, bro. Over again.
I hear it, bro. I think the Osimhen, you make a great point that, yeah, we need a player like Osimhen. But to be fair, when you look at the wage bill, you can see why they don't want to go for an Osimhen, because Osimhen's going to want big wages. But then when you look at our wages, we've got our highest earner, Havertz, and like 250, 260. So you're bringing 280. Yeah. There you go. So Osimhen's going to come in with a reputation saying, yo, I'm 100% taking more wages than him because I'm coming to replace him. First of all. Second of all, I've done more. Like, what's he done? He's not been a consistent striker. So I'm not taking anything less than 300. You know what I mean? Minimum. So we fucked ourselves with the wage bill, bro, because the only way to get Go on.
Jesus as well, north side. He's on 265,000 a week.
But that's the thing.
Jesus, you have Havertz, and then you have Osimhen. You know what
but that's the thing. The only one that's going to take less wages, Carl, is probably going to be like a Sesko. He would probably say, "Okay, I'll take 100k." Do you know what I'm saying? Or a Sesko, or a player that on that level, or that flipping Kalimuendo from flipping League One that we've been linked to as well. Those kind of guys, I can see why Teta would like them, because he's like, oh, they haven't got the ego, and they're not going to require the high wages because they've done nothing in the game to require that. And that's exactly the route that instead of getting players based on their quality, we price ourselves out of certain players because of our wage bills fucked, and we put certain players at old bench on massive wages to make it, bro. It's just all backwards, bro. Like, what even Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres is on like 35k, 45k at Sporting. He's on low.
He's not on a lot.
He ain't coming here for less than 300k. He's like, bro, are you mad? I'm coming here to replace Jesus and Havertz, and you think I'm going to be on less wages? Like, what the fuck have they won? Like, because I've won league titles, so and I've won cups. So I'm sorry, why am I replacing them accepting lower wages, bro? And this is where we fucked ourselves, man.
Arteta just got that arrogance, man. Arteta just got too much arrogance. Like, Arteta just wants yes men, bro. That's what it is. Because if Osimhen was to come in, or if a striker was to come in with a big reputation, Arteta wouldn't have it. Because like Arteta, for example, what did he do in the first season? He got rid of Aubameyang because he had a big ego. You know what I'm saying? Arteta can't handle them type of players. He's never been able to handle those type of players. He wants to control everything. He wants to control the football ground, the football pitch, the whole board. He wants to control everything, and that's the problem. That's the problem that you got, bro. That is the problem that you got.
That's exactly why we are not moving forward, because of the micromanaging. Big up to Paul, man. Northside, what can you tell us about Thomas Aranjo from Benfica, your club? How good is he? My club, Liverpool, have an interest in him. Yeah, bro, I'll be honest with you. I feel like he's average, bro. I don't feel like he's anything special. doesn't really offer much going forward. I'll be honest with you. I think Alvaro on the left-hand side offers way more going forward. And defensively, he's not that great. Maybe at Liverpool, because there's better players around him, he can look a lot better. He's not rubbish, but he's not amazing. I just think he's average, if I be completely honest with you. I think Thomas Aranju is not that great, but he's working with a really, really, really poor Benfica defense that you've got Otamendi and you've got Antonio Silva as well that have been trashed the whole season. But on the left-hand side, Alvaro, he's been playing well. So, you know, Thomas Aranju, I'll be real. If you can get him on the cheap, then okay, it's worth a try.
Aren't they getting Frimpong? I swear.
I don't know.
I think they're getting Frimpong still. I think they're getting Frimpong and Gyökeres. The thing is that I just think that maybe defensively they'll be weaker, but they'll be on smoke next season if they get these two players. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see Arsenal, we're fishing. Well, the board is fishing for answers. They're putting out Joao Pedro, Sesko, Gyökeres. They already know our opinion on, but they're throwing out other players for us to just, you know, test the waters. Let's test the waters and see what the Arsenal fans are really thinking. Do you know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna lap anything up, and like a lot of people take Joao Pedro. The thing is that it's just not the answer. And something else, it's not the answer. Do you know what I'm saying? And something else about this club that pisses me off is the love, bro. They fall in love with these players, bro. Like, it's crazy. I swear to God, bro. Like, some of you lot need a ting or a unicorn or anything. You know what I'm saying? Just, you need someone, bro. It's a problem. It's a problem, bro. This is, because when you think about it, it's Kiwior, for example. We're giving him new wages and nobody's talking about it. That's something we should be talking about. Calafiori, why is he still here? Moreno, why are we not talking about him? Why are we not talking about players that have not made it this season? We've seen how weak they are. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot, and many more. You got Fabio Vieira and Lokonga and them, man. We should be talking about them as well. Get the rubbish out of the club, bro. Get the rubbish out of the club. You shouldn't be accepting stuff like that. But as a striker, bro, I think we're getting Sesko. I'll be real, bro. I feel like we're getting Sesko, man. I don't think Berta can start working until Arteta leaves, because I heard that Arteta and Edu had similar problems where, like, Arteta wanted a certain player and Berta wanted a certain player. I don't know. I'm not feeling so optimistic, especially with the budget, bro. I don't know what we're gonna do. Especially, I think you said Gyökeres 300. I think he'll demand more. I think he'll demand like 300, 350, some stupid money like that. We're already giving Saliba 300. I think Saliba wants more as well.
Yeah,
I think Saliba's gonna get more than 300 as well. He's demanding wages. You know,
because what's he on now? He's on like 190, innit? He's on like 190 now, innit? Saliba, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the problem. He wants more money because he's looking at other players and he's seeing how many shit players are getting more money, bro. We're gonna up Kiwior. We're gonna up Kiwior's salary as well, bro. 130. How much are you gonna give him? How much? He's already on 130. Do you know what I'm saying? Huh?
What's 130? Is that what he's
I think he's on 130. Yeah, I think he's on 130 if I remember correctly, or 110. Somebody just correct me in the chat. It's something above 100, and that's crazy to me.
Oh my God, that's crazy, bro.
I think he was on 35 or something like that on Spezia, because you know how the Italians move. They're not going to give you money like that. It's stupid.
Isn't he on what? Kiwior, unless I can't. Hold on, let me check it now.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think he's more than
58,000 a week. He's on 58,000 a week.
Oh, my bad. They're gonna up his money to 110 then. Even fucking worse. You know what I'm saying? You should be paying him 35 for the kind of performances he's been putting out this season. You should lower his wages. You should lower a lot of these.
The thing is, when you're quality, no one cares, innit, about how much money you're, because nobody be seeking the how much money top players are on, because they're like, they're top players, innit? No one's really pocket watching. When you're pocket watching, is because the player ain't good enough. So you're like, at least let us win financially. The thing is, we're losing financially and in terms of recruitment. It's absolutely a joke. Carl, I want to get your opinion on this as well, and everyone else as well. 34-year-old Griezmann being linked to Arsenal, bro. 34-year-old. He's had 8 goals this season, 8 assists in 36 appearances in La Liga. It's looking like a William Part 2, bro, to me.
Yeah, Northside, look at Griezmann. He was the top player, but his best days are well behind him. And if this is what we're actually speaking about, we're in for a long season again next season. Forget about this Griezmann and all this kind of stuff, Sesko and all. Go out and get me a proper goal scorer that's going to score 25 plus goals a season. Just go and do it. I'm sick talking about the likes of Griezmann and Sesko and all these fellas. It's a roundabout. And we're going to be linked to every single player in world football for the next 3.5 months. And we probably end up getting fucking nobody. Shambles, Northside. And then today they're after launching the home kit for the season. And you know, Jesus Christ on me. How many jerseys, how many kits, how much merch do they have to keep on releasing? And the fans will go down and they spend their hard-earned money on that, accepting failure year in, year out. We're sitting here talking about Kiwior. The man should be sold. He should be out of the club. He's not good enough. Not just him, but there's another 7-8 players could go with him. The squad is not good. It's thin and it's not good. But there's nothing going to happen Northside. We're all going to be sitting here again this time next year saying the same stuff, brother. Forget Griezmann. Griezmann's over. His career's done. He's best is behind him, as far as I'm concerned. So just go to show Northside the standards that we have as a football club when we're being linked to the likes of this. Fucking joke. The club is a joke. It's an embarrassment.
Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, big up Yasser, man. He sent me Ben Jacob. Osimhen release clause has dropped to 75 million, but he still wants 250 a week and is less inclined to fit into Chelsea's incentive-driven wage structure.
Yeah.
It's not the case that Chelsea won't pay a certain number. It's just you have to earn the number. Chelsea's perspective. With all the players is in seasons without Champions League football, there's a roughly 20% wage cut, and Osimhen is not really in favor of that.
Nope.
Okay. So
he wants 300k.
Market opportunity. Should be no excuse for Arsenal not to get him.
He's got attitude.
Yeah, he wants 300k. That's what he wants. He wants
seriously, man.
Like I said, he wants 300k. Like he wants 300k, bro. Like, bro, Arsenal ain't gonna pay 300k, bro, for Osimhen. They're not gonna do it, bro.
I don't think it's even about the money, King. I think it's just about he doesn't have the kind of attitude that will put up with Arteta. He created some problems last season, the season before. Do you know
because he's got that ego in it. He's got that arrogance in it. Osimhen, you know that type of man. Like, you know, Osimhen's, you know, he's that type of man. Yeah, what will kick up a fuss, bro, if things don't go his way, fam. You know, you just know, bro.
yeah. He needs a proper manager. You need to have man management to deal with certain egos. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing is that in every club, you'll find at least 3-4 players that have bad attitudes. It has to happen, bro. Not everybody's gonna be a good guy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's how it is. It's how the world works. You get me? Maybe he's not a good guy to you, but the point is like every club there's hotheads like this guy. But the problem is somehow these hotheads all are ballers. I don't know how, but they all are ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? You rarely find somebody that's, do you know what I'm saying? That's that hothead and he's not a baller. But I just think it's not about the money when it comes to Osimhen. And he's a great opportunity, to be honest. He's a great opportunity. I like Osimhen. He's a good striker. Do you know what I'm saying? It's in nowadays as well. If we speak in nowadays, because fast, good in the air, strong. What more do you want? He's just like a Gyökeres. He's just another Gyökeres. The problem is that if we miss on Gyökeres, we're gonna get Joao Pedro and these man. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like if I was as the club, if I was owner, if I was Berta, if I'm missing on Gyökeres, I'm getting Osimhen. I'm getting one of these. I'm getting one of these players. But we're not gonna get. If we miss on Gyökeres, we're not getting any top striker, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening, man. Unfortunately, man. But the problem is that these hothead, this mentality of he's got an attitude, he's got like it has to stop. Do you know what I'm saying? It just has to stop, bro. What then why are we paying my man 15 million, bro? Why are we paying my man 15 million?
That's why you didn't go for Ivan. That's why you didn't go for Ivan Toney, because Ivan Toney apparently had attitude issues, bro. I remember, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I remember Arsenal were linked with Ivan Toney. A man said he had got attitude issues. That's why they don't want him. But
Thierry Henry had the attitude issues. Vieira had attitude issues. These ballers all had attitude issues. All of them, bro. Like Ronaldo has attitude issues.
Yeah.
How come he worked over several managers over his career? He always worked. He always bagged goals.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about your attitude issue, bro. It's about the manager, how you manage that player. You come up to him, listen, this is how it is. This is how it is. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what your problem is with my man, with the other manager. But here we start off clean slate, whatever, and we move on. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Abba missed training because of and people are telling me Abba has a bad attitude. I can't see it. Abba's always smiling and shit. Like all I remember from Abba's always smiling, laughing, cracking jokes. Him and Laka dancing and shit. Come on, man. What? He doesn't have an attitude, bro. Like stop it. Abba was loved in that club.
Always happens though. It always happens. But like, I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. When you're black, yeah. Even if you're always smiling, the one time you screw your face, attitude problem.
Yeah,
actually.
Like when you're black, it's a color thing.
Sometimes, no, but it's true, bro.
It's true.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, if you're black here, you got to be smiling like this all the time, or you're threatening. That is the truth. Some people.
Bro, look at Sancho, bro. Look at Sancho and Martial, bro. Sancho and Martial are quiet, bro. Them man are quiet. Yeah, Sancho and Martial like smiled, yeah. Them man think, you know what I mean. Them man got an attitude issue in that because them man don't really speak as well. Them man are quiet, bro. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's what people assume. Or Sancho has a freaking attitude issue because he doesn't turn up to training on time and this and that. Like you know what I mean? There was a reputation at Dortmund and stuff like that. People always go over the top with these things, fam. People always go over the top with these things, fam. That's what it is.
Even Suarez had attitude issues.
But
why did he work?
People have a perception to certain type of people, innit? Like I've even seen it with people doing it like with like Irish people, like if they get mad, aggressive, it's like, bro, like, it's human. Can you not be angry, bro? Like, what's the problem here? Like, well, you can't be angry, bro. Yeah, I'm saying, but if you sound like the Queen,
calm down, sir. Calm down.
If you sound like you studied at Oxford and you got upset, he's just upset. He's just upset. But when you look at me or Kyle or Rashid or or Macy or flipping King, all of a sudden you feel, it's aggressive. Calm down. What's going on? Call the police. It just is what it is, bro. And that's into football, bro. Like you're not allowed to be upset, innit? Because you're just being over the top. It's like if they want to overdo it, and that's just a reality, bro. Like a lot of people's perceptions just go into that. Like you're right, Aubameyang. Every time I see this guy smiling, even when he's playing in Ligue 1, when he's playing at Marseille, he was smiling. He was at Chelsea smiling. I swear he went to Barca smiling. Like, do you know what I mean? The one time, he was even doing a handshake with Laka in that. But all of a sudden, attitude problem. Why, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Did they say that Roy Keane had an attitude problem?
Yeah,
they did. But you know why? There's a reason why they said that. Yeah, I'm saying. But what about Declan Rice? Because I've seen Declan Rice get leery and get rude. But you know, if you're from a certain place, it's okay. It's righteous. But everybody else, attitude problem. Get out of here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not
Ronaldinho was allowed to party once a week, by the way, by Milan. I think it was at Milan. He was allowed to party once a week. This is just to give you an idea. Obviously, I'm not saying you go do this, but the point is that you have to cater around these players. Unfortunately, in this day and age, these players that you call that have an attitude problem are the ballers. We can go through them right now. Bro, come on.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, doesn't he have an attitude problem? Why does De Bruyne work with someone like Pep Guardiola? How?
Yeah. Bruno Fernandes has an attitude problem. I don't see people having a problem with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is arrogant. Know what I'm saying? But
Because some
they're
people
not-
say his name is exotic, so it's okay. If your name is exotic,
No.
it's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. If Paul Pogba was acting like that, yeah,
Yeah.
or flipping, if Mateta was acting like that, watch it, bro. I swear
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was tagging him on flipping the sun and flipping the mirror.
Bro, even Jesse Lingard, bro, the amount of times that Jesse Lingard got the amount of abuse, bro, because Jesse Lingard does too many TikTok dances, this and that. He's got attitude problems, this and that, because he's dancing with
Lewandowski does a lot of TikTok dances as well. Just so you know, yeah.
That's what them men do, bro.
We can play this game like all night long. We can do this. We can do this. You can name me a ignorant player, and then I'll name you another player.
All the players, all the coaches that they say got an attitude, I like it because I like that they don't do the passive aggressive. I like that the Irish are direct. At least I know where I stand with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I know what you think.
True.
At least I ain't got to be mind reading you. I like that the North Africans they're straight up. You know what I mean? I like that black
Straight
people are straight up. We ain't gonna play the stupid games with you. If you don't like it, don't like it. Piss off. You know what I mean? It's what it is. I
Yeah.
like that. But it's the culture here. The culture here is Kyle, you're right. And as soon as Kyle goes off the stream, what a prick. What a dick. What a hat. You're right, mate. Yeah, you're right, mate. It's so two-faced. When they see players caring and kicking off and showing, they're not used to that. Because that's what they do behind closed doors. They're not used to it. But I love it.
Okay.
I love it, bro. I love when people are upfront. Because then you know how you feel. You know, if someone don't like me, I like it. Tell me, please. I want to know where I stand. Don't play games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not my friend, bro. I ain't got time to be reading in between the lines, doing a CSI investigation. I ain't got time for that. It's the truth, bro. It's crazy, man. But listen, the players that we're getting linked to, man. We're getting linked to Rodrigo. I mean, what do you guys think of Rodrigo? Macy, I'll bring you in the conversation as well, and then we'll go around to everyone. Rodrigo to Arsenal, Macy, man. You excited? Be excited.
Which Rodrigo? From Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Rodrigo, but will he really fit into Arteta's system? I'm just a bit surprised with that move. But the thing is, Rodrigo should not come to Arsenal. If I'm him, he should go and play for a club like Man City, a club that should be getting back to winning trophies. Because this season, this has been a test for City, because after they lost the league to Liverpool, I think Pep realized that, okay, I admit that we lost the league. Now we just have to go on and win the FA Cup, and then by this summer I have to make my squad better. So the first thing Pep has to do is to get a backup winger for Savinho. And if I'm Pep, I should go and get Rodrigo, because why would Rodrigo come to Arsenal? Because we're not interested in winning a title, because this year we have fumbled every single title that mattered to us. We fumbled the League Cup to Newcastle, the FA Cup to a poor Manchester United side, and a Champions League to a PSG team that me and Lee said that, you know what, we can get past PSG comfortably. But every time we beat somebody like Real Madrid, for example, a lot of these fraudulent bastards, they come out and say, "Oh, you need to apologize. You said that we will lose to Real Madrid." Like, the amount of excuses, the amount of times that our fan base, Northside, they come out and say that we have to apologize. For what? Just because we beat a Real Madrid team that has won 15 Champions League trophies, the most Champions League in history. And the fact of the matter is that PSG deserved to beat us. But then if we said we can beat PSG, then why can't the fan base apologize to us? Because we admitted that Real Madrid can be a bit of a scary game, and we were wrong. We held our hands up and said, you know what? We played very well against Real Madrid. We showed them that we're not a threat to them anymore. And now when PSG beat us, when we say we will beat PSG, why won't our fan base apologize to us? Because like after the way we said that, oh, I think we'll lose to Real Madrid. So our fan base, one way or another, can go to hell. And the fact of the matter is that I just think now we're gonna have to be stuck with getting Benjamin Sesko because I don't see no top class player coming to Arsenal. So I mean now we're just gonna have to be stuck with Zubimendi, who by the way I will give praise to and say I think he's a top baller at Sociedad in La Liga. I don't really watch much of how he plays, but I think he will gel in that midfield because Jorginho is on his way out, and a lot of our fans are saying, "Oh, we'll miss you, Jorginho. Always a gunner." Like, why are all our fans getting so sad when one of our players leave the football club? Like the amount of times, like they did the same with Xhaka when at like 2 years ago when we beat Wolves and a lot of fans were like giving Xhaka their shirts and say, "Oh, don't go, Xhaka. We'll miss you."
They like an abusive relationship. That's what they like.
Yeah.
They like to be told to fuck
Yeah,
off.
that's right.
That's what
Rashid.
they like.
Now they're
They
doing
get
the
wet.
same to Jorginho because now that Jorginho is going to Brazil, our fans are saying, "Oh, always a gooner, Jorginho. You'll always be a gunner." Like I just don't know. Our fans are so like they're so in love with our players, Northside. Like Calafiori's one of them because he's got a nice hairstyle like Sophia Carson, and he like does that in the cameras and all this stuff. And it's just useless to what our football club has become. And I'm happy we didn't win a trophy this season. I'm just so happy that this manager has thrown away every trophy because he deserves it, because his arrogance and his behavior of the ways that he has treated every trophy, that's what's cost him. And I'm so happy that now that he has thrown away every trophies, this is a wake-up call for him, because next season he is going to do the same thing. He will throw away every trophy, and every one of our fan base will say, "Oh, we don't care about that trophy. We'll go and get this trophy." And if we go out of that trophy, and if we can't get that trophy, they'll say, "Oh, it don't matter. We've got a big trophy to fight for." And if we go out of a big trophy match, they'll say, "Oh, it don't matter. We weren't prepared for it anyway." Like the amount of excuses our fan base come out, Northside, it's just too much.
It is ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous, and you're right. And that's exactly how it goes. You're absolutely right. Absolute facts. I don't know if you guys saw this news. I want to go to you, Carl, and then get everybody else's opinion as well. Apparently, Real Madrid want to buy David Raya when they've got Courtois, and when Courtois was out, Lunin was filling in, and they still won a cup. What do you make of that, Carl?
I think it's a joke. So basically, you're saying to me that Madrid is wanting Raya. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yep, Madrid want David Raya. Yep.
Nah, I can't see it. Can't see it on our side. Definitely cannot see it. Why would they want Raya? Raya, to be honest with you, I don't see. Look, he's after making good saves. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't call him a world-class goalkeeper. And I can't see him going. I can't see him rocking up to the Bernabeu next year. Not a hope. Not a hope. He'll be Arsenal's number one goalkeeper again for next season. So
do you think that's the gas up this manager? You know, because the more players are linked to big clubs, the more they make it seem like Arteta is this masterclass manager that unlocks all these players. Oh, look, David Raya being linked to Real Madrid. Oh, look, Saliba's being read. Oh, look, he's a great manager, man. Look at our players are wanted by the top clubs.
Absolutely. 100% on our side. It's all PR, brother. This whole club is all PR. This Arteta, I don't know what the PR is about this man. A man that has won and achieved nothing. And the PR around him is just, it actually sicking you. You know, and we're stuck with this fella. We're stuck with him because he's going nowhere. 15 million a year, he's going nowhere. And even if he fails next year, he'll be here again the following year. So buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And we're going to have, like I said, Northside, 3.5 months of players linked to go other places, players linked to come to us, and to be fuck all done at the end of it all. Like it always is. Another failed window. And we go in next August and everyone be hyped up and gassing up the club and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I'm sitting here tonight telling everybody we're going to do fuck all. Simple as.
I didn't even clock yet that David Raya has only got a year left on his contract. I didn't.
You know what this is for? It's a new contract. That's all it is. I didn't even check. You know I'm not going to check this bullshit. That's what it is. It's new raise and a new contract. Oh, Real Madrid are looking for David Raya. That's what it is. They do it every time. They did it with Arteta when they told us that Barcelona want Arteta and Real Madrid, not Barcelona. Real Madrid want Arteta. City are going to get Arteta. They're going to swoop. That's what they're writing. It's swoop. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Like, but going back to the question, the original question where you asked Rodrigo, okay, I'm Rodrigo, yeah? Sell me the idea. Sell me the idea to come to Arsenal. Sell it to me. Anybody in the chat, sell me the idea to come to Arsenal. Bro, Rodrigo's got a restraining order on Berta and Arteta. Don't do that, bro. He ain't coming to Arsenal. No. There's no conversation, bro. You can't conversate with someone like that, bro. He plays for Real Madrid. What are you going to tell him? What are you going to give him and they got a new manager as well. If they had another manager, I'd probably say like, okay, maybe he fell out of favor. He's not going to play no more games under Ancelotti or something. But like, I don't see it, bro. Rodrigo's impossible. If we get Rodrigo and Gyökeres, yeah, fucking hell, man. Well, look,
it was done to Saka's growth, man. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, Saka's growth, Odegaard's growth. Don't get a player to compete, because if you get a player to create competition between him and Odegaard or Saka, it'll affect their growth. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they'll do. It'll affect their growth. They don't believe in competition. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when they're injured, they're like, oh shit, the player's injured. What are we gonna do now? It's every time's a surprise, bro, with them, bro. Like it's mad. It's mad, bro. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man. It's all
even the Griezmann thing, bro. Even the Griezmann thing, bro, that don't make no sense to me. Even the Griezmann thing, he's a baller and that, but bro, like again, he's not a man that's gonna score you 20 plus goals in the league, bro. He's not that guy, bro. He's not that guy, bro. And he's 34 now, bro. Like, Griezmann's
did they
not
mean
gonna
as a
work for
striker?
Arsenal.
Did they mean as a striker though? That's my question for Griezmann. Did they mean as a striker or number 10? If number 10, I'll be like, all right, maybe, you can come in and then Ethan would learn off of him, because he can play a sweet number 10. He's good at that. He's good at playing behind the striker. Yeah. Griezmann is, but yeah, only that. But if you're bringing him as a striker, bro, what are we doing here, bro? This is a waste of time, bro. Even reading this article, it's a waste of time. Do you get me? Like you can be doing like mad shit with your time without like reading this bullshit, man. But yeah, man, ain't no way. Raya like Real Madrid, and then Saliba's getting a contract as well, by the way. Even if Saliba, I don't think Saliba's gonna leave this year, to be honest. I don't think he's gonna leave this year. I think he's waiting out Arteta. He's like, wait, let me chill. Yeah, this guy's gonna leave. This guy's gonna leave at some point. That's what I'm feeling, bro. Because I don't know. He's gonna get a new contract. I wonder
if there's going to be a new release clause in his contract.
Because Real Madrid bought a defender already, innit? Houston, I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Bournemouth guy, Hoyson. Yeah, that guy. He's already in Real Madrid. Well, not already, because the deal done is not. I get it, but like it will happen. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then maybe Saliba's. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they wouldn't go for Saliba, but you never know with Real Madrid, bro. I don't think they're gonna pay 80 million, the 100 million that we want. Like, come to think of it, like the other day when we were on Tough Talk, yeah, we were talking about it. I didn't think about it, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, would Real Madrid really pay 80 million, 100 million for Saliba? I don't know. We'll wait and see, because they just bought the other defender, the Bournemouth defender, and they already got Rudiger, Rudiger, you can probably get 2 more years out of him. So they still got time on their hands to get Saliba afterwards.
Yeah, but to
I
be
don't
fair,
know.
like to be fair, they've got like Alaba. They've got Alaba that always gets injured. They got Militao that always gets injured. Like they got bag of centre backs at the same time what get injured. Like I wonder if they're going to put a release clause in his contract. I wonder if Saliba is going to ask for a release clause, like 100 or 20 or 120 million in the release clause for him to sign. Because
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's gonna do the Mbappe thing. Just tell him wait out the contract.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, and also Antony's been linked with a move to Barcelona. Apparently. So like if Antony if Antony helps helps Betis win that Conference League against Chelsea, then there's a huge possibility that he will leave Manchester United for free and go to Barcelona next season. So this would be a good offer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
because Antony, Antony's really starting to find his level at Betis. So if he goes to Barcelona next season, we'll start to see the real Antony, because when he was at Man United, he wasn't first season he was all right, but in the second season he started to his form started to fade away a bit because of Ten Hag's poor man management on him.
Yep.
So now when he goes to Barcelona next season, he's going to be balling out with Rafinha, with Lamine Yamal, with Lewandowski. So this would be
Omar's been saying that, to be fair. He's been saying that you need rotation and they need games where they can rest Yamal in it, because otherwise you'll become the Barca Saka in it. So it makes sense. I hear what you're saying, Macy, because I think Real Betis, they had some of their players coming out saying, "Oh, we want to keep Antony," but I don't think they can match the wages. I don't think they can cover all the wages. So
with Antony, yeah, I knew he was gonna do well at Betis because when he was at Ajax, he was playing in a possession-based team at Ajax. When we bought him at Manchester United, when he came to Manchester United, originally he thought and we thought that Ten Hag was going to play possession-based football, but obviously it didn't plan like that. After the first 2 games of the season, Ten Hag was like, "Nope, we're not going to play possession. We're not going to play possession-based football no more. We are going to play counter-attacking football." And
that's why we bought you. Do you remember when he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna play the same way I played the Ajax"?
Yep.
That's why they bought you. What the fuck is going on? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Antony's never ever played in a counter-attacking team. That signing never made sense. He's never played in a counter-attacking team. He played in a possession-based team. That's where you got the best out of him. And that's where you're seeing him at Real Betis right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? And he was never gonna work with United's counter-attacking style. It was never gonna work, bro. And we actually spent that amount of money on him, bro.
How much is he on? How much is he on at Man United?
I think he's on 220 a week, I think. Because he was on he was on 20k at Ajax, and then we gave him an extra 200k. So I think he's on 220.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Norris, I just want to jump in there to say to you, I'm a bounce brother. I'm up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I have a long journey ahead of me. So I will catch you all again. Big up Macy, big up King, and big up Rashid.
Big up.
And North big up to yourself, Pat. I talk to you all again, all right, lads?
Big up Carl every time, bro.
That's so much, North.
Big up, bro.
Cheers, brothers.
Big up every single time, man.
Listen,
we're getting linked to Mbeumo as well. That's another player that we keep getting linked to. I'll take Mbeumo, and we're getting linked to Antony Gordon. Just get both of them. I keep saying this. Get the best of the rest.
Yeah,
I've always said this. Get the best of the rest. It worked for Fergie. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Man City going and getting Grealish and other players that they went and got. Bro, go get the best of the rest. We don't want to.
Newcastle did that as well, innit?
You know what I'm saying?
As well.
Listen, some players you're not going to get a deal on. You're going to have to play over the valuation. It is what it is. Who cares? Because Arsenal fans didn't care when we paid over the top for Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? So, man can't tell me, oh, what about the price tag? You man was saying we should have paid more for Rice. So if that's like quality players, I don't want to hear nothing about price tags, because when it works out for us, no one gives a shit about the price tag. You know, Pepe didn't work out, but Pepe we didn't get from this league, innit? But everybody was happy with the ambition. Sometimes it pays, sometimes it doesn't.
No one speaks about Caicedo's price tag. No one speaks about Caicedo's price tag. Caicedo's that like we're bought for 115 million pounds. No one speaks about Caicedo's price tag. You get what I'm saying? Because he's one of the best defensive midfielders, or one of the best midfielders in the league. So, like, bro, like if Arsenal are serious, they would pay whatever for Gordon. But it's like they're not gonna do it. But Gordon's like one of the best left wingers in the league, bro.
How much
like,
for Gordon do you think?
How long has he got left in for? Is it like three years or something on his contract? I'm not sure if it's like 2 or 3. I reckon it's gonna be like I reckon it's gonna be 80 to 100 for Gordon, bro. Like Newcastle are not gonna Newcastle are gonna try and get as much for him as possible, bro.
Last year he got a contract extension.
Oh, shit.
Last year,
bro. That's definitely 100 bags, bro. At least.
How much is he on transfer market? How much is his like value?
They're valuing him at 65, which probably puts him up at 85. You know what I mean? The club starting to even, you know what I mean? Probably by the time the club's like, yo, you get me? And the fact that he's English as well, isn't it? And he's 24 years old. So they're going to be like, yo, it is what it is, bro.
Bro, that English tax is real, you know.
Is he worth 85, I don't give a shit. As long as he performs, bro. I don't care. And Gordon's a good player, bro. You get me? Is Gordon better than Martinelli? Yeah.
Miles better.
Yeah.
Is he performing a more consistent basis than Trossard? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's all I care about. You get me? Like,
you know they're gonna debate you about that one, the Martinelli one. You know they're gonna debate you.
Of course they are.
They need to get.
I agree with you,
out of their mouth, bro. That's what they need to do. Like, literally, the only thing that they love is that he's Brazilian, bro. It's true, bro. If Martinelli was called Martin, they wouldn't even care about it. You know what I mean? It's because he's Brazilian. They go, Brazil, Carnival. Man. No one cares, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Martinelli lost pace, man.
I would go for Mbeumo first, because it's been said that we could get. Don't take my word for it. Get Mbeumo for around 60 M's. Yeah, I'd get Mbeumo first. But I'll take Antony.
Yeah, he would be perfect, bro. He would be perfect challenger to Saka, because he can actually challenge Saka, bro. Like, again, and Arsenal fans will underlook Mbeumo, because most Arsenal fans and most football fans will underlook him, because he plays for Brentford. That's what it is. You know what some of these men are like, bro. You know what some of these men are like, because some of these men play for like Brentford and Ipswich or whatever, or play for Crystal Palace. They will overlook these players, but it's like, but it's like at the end of the day, if they fit what you're trying to do, bro, you have to go and get these players, bro. And there's not many players like Mbeumo out there. You know what I mean?
But my question is Saka gonna hold bench? Is Saka gonna rest sometimes and play like? Is that what's gonna happen? I don't see it, bro. I see Saka playing every game, 58 games. He's playing all of them, bro. If he's not injured, he's playing all of them. He's the face of the club. You know how much these guys like him. There's no way they get, because think about it. If they get Mbeumo, now the problem is either when we get another striker, where are you gonna play Mbeumo then? Because he's gonna have to play from the right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And he's highly appreciated. I heard by City. Was it City? I don't know. He's highly appreciated, but some clubs.
I think so, yeah.
You can go to some clubs and play. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you can come to Arsenal and get like microwave minutes. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know, man. The Arteta's just too stubborn. Like it's like for example, there's like so many tens you can get. Like even there's like obviously Man United look like they're going to get Cunha, but Arsenal could have got Cunha or they could have got Ryan Cherky and this and that. But the thing is will Arteta ever drop Odegaard? No, because he likes Odegaard. Because Odegaard freaking presses from the front and freaking, you know what I mean? He's the first man that presses from the front and all of that, and he runs around.
Problem is
That's
is that this half of the pitch are all undroppable. So you got Saka, Odegaard. Do you know what I'm saying? Rice. They're all undroppable. These are undroppable. Rice because of the price, and Odegaard and Saka because of this, you know, face of the club. I don't know, man. I don't know. If they're telling me we're getting a number 10, I think that Ethan's gonna be the right wing. I think Ethan's gonna be like the backup right wing. That's what Ethan gonna be, unless he leaves. But apart from that, bro, I don't think nobody. They're undroppable. They're undroppable. We've seen it game after game. They're undroppable.
Yeah. And if we did get him, it would just be playing in the Carabao Cup or FA Cup like Ethan and Skelly at the start. You know what I mean? Unless someone gets a heavy injury, because that's the only time the favorites get dropped when they're forced to be. So I hear it. And Bruno's gonna hit 26, bro. So he's hitting his prime. This is the best time to go get him, bro. He's in his prime. We have to get over the line to win a major. You want to be getting players in their prime. I don't want to hear nothing about, how old players are, bro. Listen, if you're good enough, you're good enough. But if you're in your prime, especially, and you're performing like Mbeumo is, bro, go get him. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Yeah. Because United are in for him as well, bro. You got to forget, they got to be quick as well, because United are in for him as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? So there's other clubs linkering around Mbeumo as well. So it's like,
you can go Man United and play, innit? He'll probably get minutes at Man United. You can get minutes.
You have to sell players, so they got to raise funds, It would be so awful to wait and wait and wait. Let Man United sell players. Let Man United get some money in. Let Man United, and then Man United go in for him. Then we go quick bid. Oh, they beat us to the punch.
We tried.
Yeah, bro. That's what it's gonna be. That's what we tried, because it's gonna be the same thing with Ollie Watkins. We tried to put in a bid for Ollie Watkins. Yeah, right, mate. Yeah, right. Did you get Ollie Watkins?
United are bankrupt, but we tried,
Exactly. We should be out there bullying teams, bro. Man United are in vulnerable situation. Chelsea are in a vulnerable situation. There's so many teams out there that are in vulnerable situation. We're in a good situation, bro. We should be. We should be in a good situation. Like, we got PSL's not a problem, whatever. Fair play, all that bullshit is not a problem. We got 100 mil, and according to you lot, we got a lot of ballers in our team, so we can sell well, right? So we can raise funds for these transfers. But are we gonna do it? No, bro. It's gonna be the same old.
We got 300 M's, bro. We don't even need to raise funds like that, and we're still gonna raise funds. And these men are gonna still penny pinch. The funny thing is, every year we hear war chest. Why don't we ever move like we got a war chest?
War chest.
If you got a war chest, put the bag down, innit? Drop the bag. Because there's not a lack of quality. There's a lack of quality. All of us will sit here and say, yo, why don't we go and get Verts? Why don't we go and get Osimhen? Why don't we go? If we got P's here, you're like, listen, if I said to Rashid, Rashid, bro, I'm gonna give you £1 million. Go get yourself a whip. Man's gonna be telling me how he wants to get a Lambo. Man says he ain't gonna tell me, you know what, North, you gave me $1 million, but there's no quality in the market. I'm like, bro, do you know how many cars you can get for that, bro? Man wants to get a Bentley and that, someone wants to get a Maybach. Maybach music, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, if City get Reinders, if City get Reinders and Verts, it's over, bro. If they get Reinders and Verts, bro, Kalas, bro. City are winning. If they get Verts and Reinders, bro, two absolute ballers, the league will be Man City's again, bro. Like, bro, they're already talking, bro. They're already talking to Reinders, bro, and they're going to put their first bid in, bro, for freaking Reinders, bro. It's freaking jarring. And then you got Verts as well, who you know what I mean? Verts apparently was in Manchester to talk with Pep Guardiola, and apparently he's already spoken to Pep Guardiola. So Like Man
Yeah,
City at some point will probably put in a bid for Verts as well, bro.
apparently, like Wirtz, like he's got like a choice. So there are two clubs that want to sign him. There's Man City that he could go for, or if not, he could go. He can stay in Germany and join Bayern Munich
Yeah.
because like he wants to continue to keep winning trophies because he won his very first trophy with Leverkusen, and now if he goes to either City or Bayern, then there's a better chance that he can continue to grow and win more trophies with them. Because I like Wirtz. I mean, he's really made an impact since his breakout with Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, and the same with Reinders as well. And I am going to upset some Milan fans after what happened against Bologna in the Coppa Italia final. And big up to Bologna, by the way, for winning their very first Coppa Italia. Like 51 years, they have not held a trophy. And what phase is their manager at? So, but I like Reinders. I mean, Reinders is a top midfielder at Milan. He's like a very paceful and very compact box to box midfielder.
Yeah.
And it would be good if he goes to Man City because Gundogan is at his age now. Like it feels like it's over. Like he's got nothing in him. Kovacic, it looks like he might be done for. So I think Pep needs some young, fresh blood into his team because this year he was stuck with the old school players like Gundogan, Kovacic, like those.
KDB.
Yeah, KDB, guys like those. So now next season, he's going for young blood. He's going for Reinders and Ragers and Wirtz in his team. So I like Pep because he's always trying to build a new squad, get rid of the old and bring in the young and new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, man, them, I got cut, yeah? Love
Big
and
up,
peace.
Big up, bro.
Hold.
Every time, bro. Big up, my G.
Bro, it's just jarring how none of our other clubs are moving like freaking City, bro. It's just freaking jarring, bro. Bro, it's like even with United, yeah. When United said, "Oh, we got no cash, no money, this and that," yeah. But it's like I've even heard certain rumors that Man United can spend, I think, 92 million or something without selling a player or whatever. This is what I'm saying. So it's like, if that is the case, why aren't we? I know we're in advanced talks with Cunha, but why aren't we getting that deal across the line? Why aren't we getting that deal done right now? Why aren't we? If we want Liam Delap for 30 million, why aren't we going to pay why don't we pay the release clause now? It's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? The difference is Man City, if they get Reinders and Wirtz, yeah, Man City are going to dominate for the next 5 seasons, fam. I'm telling you, fam, they're going to go, bro, they're going to win the Premier League, again, bro, they will probably win it 4 times in a row again if we're not careful, bro. Them men are already moving, bro. Them men are already moving because them men have got the Club World Cup, bro. The Club World Cup, and if they was to win that, they would get an extra 100 million for winning the Club World Cup next month. So, bro, it's just jarring, man.
Yeah.
I hear it, man. It's long, bro. I can't even lie, man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This transfer window, I'm just gonna be completely disconnected from it, and I ain't gonna stress it, bro. It's like, yo, we do what we got to do, cool. We don't do what we got to do, I'll just give my honest opinion, and there's no point, bro, because Macy, you've seen this, and I'm sure King, you've seen this as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So many players you identify, and then your club doesn't get it, and then you get worked up, and it's like, bro, if they're not being serious, why am I going to get too heated about this? Do you get me? Because they're not, it's not rocket science, bro. It's really not rocket science.
No.
What all clubs need, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's the basics. And the thing is, it's we've been finessed so many times. It's like, bro, we already know the games. Man United, Man United are more than likely, the games are always overpaying for players or not buying enough or buying a kid and leaving the squad short. Arsenal's always taking their time, dragging their feet, being indecisive about players, last minute bids that they know is going to get rejected. Do you know what I mean? And it's just all bullshit, bro. Every time we get a sign in, drag it out for 3 weeks. Like, fucking, it's just jarring, man. Like,
it's just jarring, man. Bro, everyone trying to trust the process and that. Like, bro, I hear Ineos come out I think it was a few days ago or something, and then rumors are coming out now saying Ineos next season are targeting top 6. So you're telling me, yeah, bro. So you're telling me, yeah, right? If you're telling me if we win the Europa League, we will be in Champions League football. So you're telling me if we win the Europa League, yeah, you're telling me we go into the from the Europa, we go to the Champions League, and then we go back into the Europa League. How does that make sense? You tell me, how does that make sense, bro? How can you go to the Europa League and then go to the Champions League and then go back to Europa, bro? It don't make no sense, bro. Why are we targeting top 6, bro? When most likely we're going to play Champions League football freaking next season, bro, if we win the final, bro. Like, surely if we win the Europa League, surely the objective is to get top 4 and the trophy next season, bro. Surely it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But apparently the target is top 6. Top 6. give me a laugh, bro. Give me a freaking laugh, bro. Like, freaking top 6.
The Qatars or the Saudi owners, real king, but instead your club decide to act smart and get Ineos. Like, no disrespect, but you could have got the Qatars or the Saudi people to come and take over United, but no. The Glazers just wanted to be smart and recruit Ineos to be their new shield protectors. Like,
yeah, we don't sack Amorim Macy. We don't sack if Omar Berrada from Man City, because he's our CEO. He's our CEO. Omar Berrada, we got him from Man City. If he does not sack Ruben Amorim, regardless if he wins the trophy or not, yeah, them man are losers. Them man are losers, bro. Because, like, bro, we can't be 17th with or without a trophy, bro. 16th with or without a trophy, bro. And we want the managers out for way less, bro, than this, bro. It's like, come on. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, even if Amorim gets his own players, yeah, what? So, because I spoke about this with Yasia today, yeah, right? Because, like, so what if we bring even if we bring in Amorim 6 or 7 players, yeah, and we go from 17th to 6th, people are going to be like, oh yeah, look at the improvement, we've gone to 17th to 6th, this and that. But it's like, we shouldn't be freaking 16th or 17th in the first place, bro. It's like when freaking Arsenal, we say about Arteta, oh, but look where Arteta has took us. We was in 8th. We was in 8th and then 5th and then second. It's like, bro, you shouldn't be 8th in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are we celebrating this? It's like, you shouldn't be 8th in the first place. Why are you celebrating getting to 8th to 2nd, bro? When you should not be 8th in the first place. And that's what my fan base are going to do. If we finish 16th or 17th and we get 6th next season, yeah, man are gonna go in to say, oh, look at the progress. Like, bro, bro, we are not meant to be, bro. We should not finish 17th in the first place, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these men are losers, bro. These men are losers if they don't sack this manager, bro. Because what will end up happening is, we will give 6 or 5 players to Amorim. He will get sacked after like 10 or 15 games, and then we be in the same situation again like we was in last season. You know, where a manager comes in mid-season and everyone will say, oh, they need their own players, this and that. Ruben will start to get freaking more injuries. You know what I'm saying? Ruben will get majorities of his signings injured, bro. Everything's going to be at square one again, bro. It's jarring, bro. It's absolute jarring, bro.
Jarring, because if they knew they were going to get Ruben Amorim and they were saying, yo, you better come to Man United now, otherwise, you know, you're going to miss the opportunity to manage Man United. then you might as well have just backed him in January. Do you know what I'm saying? And did everything that you can to back him in January. And it just seemed like they weren't really backing him, bro. They weren't really serious. Like, you know what I mean? If you're going to be so invested in a manager that you want him, you know, they might as well just have waited to the end of the season. If they gave, you know, the manager, if they gave Ten Hag, this season and gave him a couple of months to try and prove himself, bro, they might as well have just stuck with him and then say, okay, cool, end of the season, we're going to go with a new regime when we've got more funds, we've got more players out, and we're gonna do it properly. But instead, they're like, Ruben, come now, we fucked up, and you're not going to get any, well, not loads of your players. I don't really get it, man. But Lou Dog is in the building. Lou Dog.
You got Lou Dog.
Lou Dog was hilarious yesterday, man. I can't even lie. Lou Dog, man. I'm telling you. Lou Dog's a real one, man. Big up to Lou Dog. Yeah, I mean, catch me outside. How about that? Listen, I'm telling you that now. But yeah, man. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked.
Big up
to everyone. You know what I mean? That's subbing and everything else like that. From tomorrow, there'll be 2 live streams. We're going back to more live streams than just clips. So yeah, man. Today's been a mad day for me. Mad day's been mad busy. Today, that's why the live stream was so late. Normally, I don't really be doing live streams starting at 11, but it is what it is. From tomorrow, we're back to doing 6 p.m. streams and then probably 9 p.m. streams, so it won't be as late. But yeah, man, big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Macy, always love my bro. Always love. I will be seeing you at Carnival. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be there Northside, and hopefully as well, I'm gonna watch the Championship playoff final between Sheffield United and Sunderland. And I want Sunderland to get promoted to the Premier League because their fans are very passionate. Because when they beat Coventry, like when Coventry scored first, their fans were up for it because they were bouncing around, encouraging the players to keep going. And then in the very last minute, Ballard scored that late header, and because of that, Sunderland are heading to Wembley and they're going to play Sheffield United. So I really want Sunderland to be back in the Premier League next season because, I mean, I like Sheffield United, but it's just it's not fair when Sheffield United are back and then next season they go back down to the Championship. So we need a new team more than capable of getting promoted, and for me that should be Sunderland.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Listen, it's been a while since Sunderland, I've come back up since Sunderland Till I Die, which I loved. I would love watching that show. You know what I mean? I actually felt so bad for them watching that. Relegation after relegation after relegation, bro. I felt sorry for the dinner lady. You know what I mean? The woman that was flipping the burgers. It was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was mad. I can't lie. The saddest thing, is watching staff lose their job. I think that's the saddest thing of any club. That's the saddest thing. They're just the average person, innit? Trying to make a living, innit? But it's football, innit? It's football, I guess. So it is what it is.
United best win the final as well, bro. Because the way that I saw freaking Deji talking the other day, bro. Bro, I was cracking up yesterday, I was cracking up last night, bro. Because I watched the video with you, Yassia, and Sunshine and that, and I was cracking up, bro. The way that all Spurs will smoke Bilbao. Spurs, you know what? Bring on Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? If Barcelona was in the Prem, Barcelona wouldn't win the Prem. Tottenham would be freaking, what is it? Fourth in La Liga, bro. Bro, I was cracking up, man. I was cracking up at this guy, bro. I swear down, bro. Deji, bro. I swear down, bro. You're the most shameless guy, brother. I need to beat this guy in the final, bro. I need to beat this guy, bro. I just need to, bro, because the way that man was talking, saying my team and Dusty, big up Sunshine as well for holding it down and that. Big up Sunshine as well, but bro, the way that man was talking, bro. The way that man was talking, like my club is Dusty, but not his. You know what I'm saying?
The Newcastle derby.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? We need a time where Derby, bro, the way he's talking about your club here, like you lot are some dickheads. I can't even lie. He's talking to you like some dickheads. I can't lie. I wouldn't even have, you know. I'd be swinging hands, bro. The way he's talking, the Deji's shameless, bro. I said that. And the way he
Yo, crack it up, yo.
he said, yeah. He said, would Barcelona do anything in my league? I'm like, bro, your club ain't even seen a Prem, bro. What are you talking about, my league? And then he said, what else did he say? He said, because if Barca came to the Premier, Newcastle would slap them up.
They don't want it, man. They don't want it in the Kodak and Stoke City, and that they don't want it, bro. You know. That's what Denny's trying to say, bro. They don't want it in the Kodak and Stoke City, bro. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, bro.
Yeah, 1 Europa League final. Yeah, look how gassy. 1 Europa League final.
Bro, the way that he says it as well, bro. The way that he comes across and says it, bro. The vim that he says it as well, bro. It's the vim what gets me, bro. It's so convincing when he says it, bro. Like, bro, man, this guy, man. I swear.
Yeah, what you said to Yes, he's like, yes, I don't even know why you're even talking, bro. I don't even know why you're talking. Wait, that's getting cooked, bro. If you don't win.
Oh my god, that guy was cracking me up, you know. I swear to God, man. Man was talking like Barcelona or dusty club, bro, and Tottenham were better. But man was talking like Barcelona would Tottenham would fresh Barcelona, bro. Man was talking, you know what I mean? Man was talking like it was smart Bilbao, it was smart Betis. Who are Betis? You know what I mean? Who are Betis? Who are freaking Bilbao? You know what I mean? Who are Espanyol? Who are all these teams, bro? That's what he was going on, bro.
He said, if they come to the Premier, Rafinha and Yamal will be injured, they'll be doing nothing. And he said, wait, what did he say? He goes, Barcelona, I can't wait till I meet you lot in the Super Cup, in the Super League. Because they're going to snap you up in the Super League.
Yamal would get injured, you know. That's funny that Yamal and Rafinha will get injured. Bro.
How can man say you're Barcelona fans, yeah? You're not getting excited because you beat Real Madrid 4-3.
Bro, this man has been losing by 1 goal every season, bro. To freaking man's been losing by 1 goal by Ipswich and been losing to 1 goal by Leicester. And the way that man's got a chat to say, oh, you guys only beat Real Madrid 4-3, bro. If you play Real Madrid, bro, that man would slap you, bro. That man would slap you, slap you like 5 or 6-0, bro. What's man talking about? Know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, Deji, man, Deji's too funny, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I swear down, bro.
He's up there with Ty, bro. One of the most shameless guys, bro. They just don't care, innit? But listen, man, big up to the both of you, man.
Big up
to the both of you. And man, then we'll back a lot earlier tomorrow. Big up Macy every time, my G.
Big Macy.
Yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow. 2 live streams tomorrow. And yeah, we're out, man. Love.
We're out, man.
Love.
Love.